Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and everyone agrees on this one thing. A used C8 Corvette is one of the most absurd performance bargains ever created, full stop. Mid-engine layout, real supercar proportions, stupid acceleration, lap times that make Ferrari from 5 years ago look like they forgot to stretch, and now prices are dipping down into a territory of well-optioned German sedans with a warranty you don't trust. On paper, it's not just good, it is devastating. It is objectively faster than most things normal people will ever see in their lifetime, and that's exactly why this conversation exists in the first place. Because here is the uncomfortable truth no spec sheet wants to admit. Just because something is the fastest thing for the money does not mean you actually want to live with it. It does not mean that you're gonna love it, and it definitely does not mean it's the car that you should buy if you care about anything beyond obliterating strangers in imaginary drag races that you will never run. See, the C8 Corvette is the answer to a question almost nobody actually asked, and yet it keeps being screamed at everyone like it's the only correct solution. And after days of research and interviews, I've come up with my own theory on why you should not buy the cheapest supercar that, well, you should.
Hey guys, real quick, one entry. Yes, one entry is what changed Rocky's life forever.
It's beyond emotional. It's insane.
GTR plus cash, flown out for the weekend, and his car delivered home to him in New York. Just imagine future you looking back and thinking, damn, I almost didn't enter. Don't be that guy. Hit the pin first comment down below and get entered to win your dream car plus cash while you still can. Now, back to the show.
On paper, the C8 is perfect. Mid-engine, naturally aspirated V8, dual clutch transmission, real weight distribution, real grip, real performance. It finally became the Corvette everyone always said it should be. The engineers did their job. They absolutely nailed the assignment. Chevy took decades of excuses and turned them into a car that can genuinely punch supercars in the mouth for half the price. It demolishes lightning laps. It embarrasses older Ferraris. It makes Porsche forums extremely defensive. If your entire personality is value per dollar, this is your messiah. But that's exactly where the problem starts, because the C8 is a car built to win arguments, not hearts. Drive one hard and you'll immediately understand why journalists love it. It's insanely capable, it rotates, it grips, it goes exactly where you tell it to go, and it does it with zero drama, no nonsense, no panic, no fear. It's calm, too calm. The car feels like it already knows the outcome and you're just along for the ride. You point it at an apex and it just does the thing, efficiently, competently, almost politely, and when you're done driving it hard, when you pull back into the paddock or the parking lot or your driveway, there's this weird emotional vacuum. That holy crap, I need one feeling just doesn't show up for a lot of people. The car is amazing, but it doesn't haunt you. It doesn't linger in your brain. It doesn't live rent-free in your soul the way certain cars do. You respect it, you admire it, and then you're kind of done. A big part of that is the engine. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it makes torque everywhere. Yes, it's technically excellent, but the character is pure appliance. The LT motor does not care what gear it's in. It doesn't beg to be revved. It doesn't build to a moment. It just delivers constantly, linearly, relentlessly, which sounds great until you realize there's no crescendo, there's no reward at the top. You're not chasing anything, you're just pressing a button and receiving speed. And sound-wise, this is where people get defensive. But let's be honest, it does not sound special. It sounds like a Corvette. A good Corvette, sure, but still a Corvette. It's all low-frequency aggression with very little texture. Revving it out doesn't change the personality of the sound, it just makes it louder. People will say aftermarket fixes it. It doesn't. It just changes the volume and the tone slightly. It never becomes musical. It never becomes interesting. It never makes you downshift just to hear it again. Then there's the transmission. Objectively great, subjectively soulless. The dual clutch is fast, sharp, and brutally efficient. And if you're someone who genuinely believes manuals are obsolete, congratulations. This is exactly what you want. But if you enjoy being part of the process, if you enjoy imperfection, timing, involvement, and consequence, the C8 has nothing for you here. It shifts perfectly every time, which sounds amazing until you realize there's no skill involved anymore. You're not driving, you're selecting outcomes. The interior is another weird one. It's not bad, it's not cheap, it's just busy. The cockpit feels like it was designed by someone who wanted to make sure you knew this was a serious performance car. Buttons everywhere, walls everywhere, you're cocooned, separated. It's less driver focused and more driver isolated. You don't feel connected to the outside world. You feel sealed inside a machine that's doing things for you. And then there's the styling. This is where it becomes fully subjective, but a lot of people just don't like it. It looks like an algorithm's idea of a supercar. Sharp angles, vents on vents, shapes fighting other shapes. From far away, it looks exotic. Up close, it looks confused as the front and rear feel like they belong to different cars. It's aggressive in a way that feels forced, like it's trying too hard to be taken seriously by the European kids at the lunch table. But the real killer, the thing nobody wants to say out loud, is that the C8 is too good at being normal. It starts every time. It idles smoothly, although I don't love the idle. It drives comfortably. It goes to the grocery store without complaint. It's practical, it's usable, it's easy, and that's great if you want a daily drivable supercar. But for a lot of enthusiasts like you and me, ease, that's the enemy. The best cars aren't the ones that make everything simple. They're the ones that ask something of you. They demand attention, they punish laziness, they reward commitment. The C8 doesn't demand anything. It just kind of delivers. That's why you see this exact same argument show up everywhere. Why buy that when you could just get a C8? Why buy the Porsche? Why buy the Lotus? Why buy the Supra? Why buy the Ferrari? Why buy anything else? Because the people making those arguments aren't actually buying any of these cars. They're bench racing, they're spreadsheet racing, they're consuming YouTube reviews and regurgitating numbers without understanding why people actually fall in love with machines. Car enthusiasm is not math. It's not a leaderboard. It's not about who wins a lap time you'll never run. It's about how a car makes you feel at 7/10 on a back road. It's about the sound, the steering, the weight, the feedback, the imperfections. It's about personality. And personality is the one thing the C8 doesn't really have in abundance. That doesn't make it bad, it just makes it specific. The C8 is the perfect car for someone who wants maximum performance with minimum fuss. Someone who wants to feel fast without feeling stressed. Someone who wants to dominate numbers without dealing with quirks, drama, or weirdness. And that's a totally valid buyer. That person should absolutely buy a C8 and enjoy the hell out of it. But I mean, that doesn't mean that everyone else is wrong. Some people want a car that feels alive even if it's slower. Some people want something smaller, lighter, more delicate. Some people want a manual. Some people want sound over speed. Some people want weirdness. Some people want a car that scares them just a little bit. Some people want a machine that feels like it has a soul, even if that soul occasionally tries to kill them. And those people are not idiots for skipping the C8. The C8 is a performance bargain. It is not an emotional bargain, and those are two very different things. Yes, a used C8 Corvette might be the best performance car bargain in the world. It might be faster than almost everything you can buy. It might be the smartest choice on paper, but cars are not purchased on paper. They're purchased in the chest, in the gut, in the part of your brain that doesn't care about decimals. And if that part of you doesn't light up when you see a C8, no amount of lap times is going to fix that. That's the part that the internet keeps forgetting. And if you enjoyed this video, well, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and go win your dream car that you actually will feel emotion by going to winthisIdealcar.com to get entered to win your dream car plus bonus cash. Also, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Check out some of these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. We'll catch you next week, and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.